from Georgia, only 3 from South Carolina. But what we're noticing is it's pretty much all defensive guys, with the exception of Peyton Straco. I mean, even Khalil Barnes, he's going to be a DB there. So, what does that say about kind of what they're focused on right now, going to Georgia and just getting all these defensive studs?
The crazy thing was, so as you mentioned, Barnes DB, they're looking at him. I think you told me safety and nickel were the two spots that he might fit best. So
Ooh.
for Barnes coming in, that's the 5th defensive back from Georgia that Clemson's picked up. So why are they doing that? I think this year in Georgia, the defensive back class is especially deep. You look at, Clemson hasn't even gotten all of the top guys, but they've got 5 good ones coming in. So there's some guys like Avion Terrell that, sure, they're highly rated. They're pretty highly touted. A lot of people know that name around Atlanta. But I think Avion should be even higher. He's the next great cover corner to come out of Georgia. So why are they doing that? I think the evaluations, I think these are guys that play 7-on-7 really well and have those cover skills that they develop year round. And with the 7-on-7 culture being so strong in Georgia, I mean, I was at the Grind Factory tryout on Saturday, right after state championships, a week after. It's 7-on-7 season already here. And you don't see that in every state. And even when you do see those things happening, it might not be with the emphasis or with the level of, they had several 4-stars out there on the field and, out around the environment, taking things in. So having that level of talent, playing 7-on-7, having so many Georgia guys travel out to Vegas, for example, to play in OT7 or playing in some of those big events, you've got cover guys in Georgia that are year-round intense football against high-level competition, playing in the Cam Newton program like Shelton Lewis, C1N, having Pac-Man Jones on the sideline as one of your coaches in May. Like, those are some of the things that separate Georgia. I think one thing that makes it different, especially for the DBs, is the trainers. Like Oliver Davis has trained Brandon Strozier and Avion Terrell and some of the others. And OD is very well known even in NFL circles as a trainer. So having him in that, training at North Cobb and those areas and having that access, Georgia's defensive back prospects in this class look very refined. We're looking at guys like Terrell that could come in and play as an underclassman. Barnes could play sooner than people think. So looking at it that way, but also the D-line talent in Georgia, like Vic Burley, for example, is someone that I might even be higher than most on. New 5-star in 24/7. So those are the things that, Georgia, they've got the big guys that fit Clemson's profile for defensive fronts. And Clemson's had success recruiting in Georgia. So why not come back? It almost feels like it's in-state recruiting the way they treat it.